So this is what we'll be making in today's video. So this is my second time recording this because apparently I muted my mic. But yeah. So in today's video, guys, we're going to be showing you how to make a magnet pull for the coin pickups. Because right now there's bob up and down and spin. But we want it to be like a radius we hit, and then they come towards us to make it look more interesting for the player. It'll be quirky. So first, what we need to do is go into the viewport, and then we want to duplicate this. Call this magnet range. Like that, and we want to change the radius of the sphere to 400 over here on the right in your details panel. Alright, so that's done. That would give them these big massive red circles. So what we need to do here is right click on the magnet range, get an event begin overlap, like so. And before I carry on, I did mention this in the recording before, but scrapped it because no sound. But I have made a soft reference to the player, so none of it will work unless the player is loaded beforehand. And this node here, it converts a soft reference into a hard reference. So the coins are always stored in memory. But to do this, all I did was this will be your begin play, cast, get your play character, and then from off here, you would promote to a variable, and then on this variable that's been put down here now, you want to click down and then just click soft object reference and change the variable type. And once you do this, you would now have a soft reference to your third person character, but you want to plug this in to convert that, and now you've got your own soft reference to your player. So I don't need it because I already have one here. But that is how you do that. Let me delete that. Stop confusion. Head back here. And that's what you want to do here. So before you coin and your sound or your destroy actor, you want to get your soft reference, get the async load asset, put it in assets, and then you can do that and it'll convert it automatically for you. And then only once it's completed, once the player is loaded in, can the coins then be picked up or added to the counter, which is in the here, somewhere here. Add a coin to the viewport, not viewport, with the widget. So basically, that is what makes the widget tick and change and add a coin. So anyway, now we've got soft references out of the way. Off other actor, we're going to want an equal. And then this one down here is going to be a soft reference. So when you get that, like that, and then this will obviously be a branch, but we don't connect the branch to here because we need the async load asset first. Connect that to there, and only off completed do we call the branch condition. And once that is done, all right. So yeah, once you've got this, we are gonna want to make a new variable. You're gonna want a vector and call this push away lock. That's for location. So we want to set this here off true. We don't do anything on the false. Sorry. Off here we want a add. Then off here we want a multiply. Put them like that. And then off this we want get actor location and make sure it's stuck below. This pin here, the bottom one, we want to change that to a singular float. 225 will go in there. And then off of the top one, we want a get forward vector. And off this, we want get rotation. I'm just going to move this down a bit because we're going to need space. And then off the bottom one, it's get player pawn. And these are classes hard references, just to let you know. So once that's done, we want a sequence. Get a sequence. And then off den one, we want a delay. Can't do anything for delay just yet, but we can change the duration to 0.4. Like that. And then off here, then 0, we want a timeline. Not timeline. Timeline. Call this home away from player. So we're going to make that animation of the coin coming towards the player have like a little spring effect. So it's going to go away from you and then to you. So once that's done, off of finished, we're going to need another timeline. And this is home to player. We'll sort the values out in a second, but from here we need to set actor location like that. Nice. And then off here we will get a alert. And then this is where the push away location comes in handy, because this is going to be B. This is going to be get actor location, like so. And then this alpha would be plugged into the value here, but we've not set them up yet. But copy and paste this set actor location. Not comment, copy. Copy and paste it down here. Plug that into your update. And we can sort the values out in a sec. Let me get this one done. So you need another lerp vector. Like that. But this time, we're not using this. We're going to be getting that location. So if we get the actual location on B, and then off the target, we want get player pawn. Like that. And then off this one, this is just get actor location. And that is that done. Now it's just time for the values to be plugged in. So from here on delay, we can actually do this now. So we get this home away from player and your component variables, and then we just call stop. Then once that stops, it will play from start. You also want this to be on play from start. Like that. Alright, let's double click on the home away from player. We want a float track, and we only want this to be 0.25, around that. We want 2 keys. Well, the first key on the time is going to be 0, and the value is also going to be 0. The second key is going to be 0.25 on the time, and the value of 1. Right, and then if we... Sorry about that firework. Lovely neighbours. It's not good. That is because we also need to click auto down here. Now that's done, this will have a curve to it, and you want to try and get it as close to the bottom as you can, not past the bottom line, because around about there. Call the track name value. That's that done, and then this value would plug into the alpha up here. Double click on the home 2 player. We want a add float track. We want 0.45. Add a key and add another key. The first key is obviously going to be 0 on the time and 0 on the value. The second key is going to be 0.45 on the time and 1 on the value. And again, we need to click auto and auto. It does that, and then we can curve it like we curved the other. I'll save, and then we need to move this down here, and I forgot to name it. Name it value. Add the event graph, check if everything's okay, it looks fine. Now if we play, and as soon as I hit the circle, the coin will fly away and then fly towards, like so. And that is how you make a magnetized pickup. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.